soon as I mentioned her name. Don't try getting out of this. I know you remember her.
I have a neurological condition. It's not easy living with tics. Really, I'd love to help, but if only I knew who you were talking about.
Well, come on.
Forrest. Name mean anything to you?
Nope.
They call him Woodman. Works at the dollhouse.
You talked to him?
Woodman and we had a talk. Told me he brought her here to you. Said you paid him for her. What good was she to you?
You must have misheard. First of all, I didn't pay an penny for her. He paid me to take her in. Second, I never laid eyes on those eddies in the end because I couldn't rejig her implant. So he left her with me as payment for my efforts.
I can't fucking listen to this. We are talking about a living, breathing person.
Half alive, technically. Poor girl. Tried to help her, I did. But as you can see, this isn't exactly a state-of-the-art facility.
You mentioned you couldn't help her. Help her with what exactly?
If I only knew, I wager she'd be standing here, happy and smiling. Instruction register on her chip was burnt to a crisp. Tried... Replacing it. Nothing.
Damage was caused by a netrunner using homebrewed malware.
Sounds about right.
Get to the point.
The point? Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
Don't talk to her like that.
She insulted me!
Look, the quicker you spill, the shorter you'll have to put up with us. Now, Evelyn Parker, where is she?
Could very well be on her way to becoming the next underground braindance darling. That's all I know.
You sure about this?
4 days I had her here. She was out cold in La La Land for practically every minute. It wasn't a slumber party. We didn't have pillow fights and promised to send each other postcards.
What do you mean by underground?
I don't know. I mean, I don't watch that sort of stuff.
Snuff? XBDs?
I told you I don't know.
Where will we find her?
How many times do I have to repeat myself? I don't know. I did what anyone in my place would do. When I realized I wouldn't be able to help her, patch her up, I called my fixer. 2 guys came and picked her up the same day.
Who'd you call? Who's your fixer?
Wakako. Told her I had a busted doll with a BD implant to hand off.
Where did they take her?
I told you already. I don't know. They weren't the talkative kind, and I'm no gonk. I know better than to ask questions of people like that.
You're no gonk? What do you think? Why'd all these girls come in here, let you grope around them? Think it's for your charm? Your caring attitude? They do it because they got no choice. And in the end, they despise you. They can smell you're pathetic.
These guys, what do they look like?
Like you, me, anyone else in this city.
Really now? They look like you?
They look like the kind of guys you don't make eye contact with. One of them was a bearded fellow.
The 2 that came for her didn't say anything about where they were gonna take her, what they were gonna do to her.
Mentioned something about virtues with a moth, of all things. Said she'd be perfect for them, whatever that means. But that's really all I know.
You pawned her off like she was some fucking inanimate mannequin.
Because that's exactly what she was.
Need air. I'll be outside.
Judy's right. People like you make this city a living hell. Day in, day out.
Got what you wanted, didn't you? So get the fuck out of here. A little respect.
I let her go back to Clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
Don't worry. We'll find her, I know it.
We'll fucking find what's left of her butchered corpse.
Hey, keep it together. You want to give up now?
No. Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. It's better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me. V, get it together.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind? Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. But an XBD outfit'd be on the move, almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
It could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Everyone, everything leaves something behind. Just need to know where to look. Lucky for me, I'm running around with the best BD specialist in town. That's an extra pair of expert eyes.
Well, your BD expert has a better idea. Pleasures of Night City, a domain with its twin on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec.
Hey, yo, man, you trying to rip us off? You're gonna let me go, right? Nah, if you're gonna shoot, just shoot. I don't care.
Hello. You wanted to talk?
Looking for a brain dance.
Oh. Any particular one?
Logo on the casing. A death's head moth.
Whoa, now. That's quicksand. So I would advise caution.
Know who makes them? Where they scroll them?
And do you know what a fixer does? Allow me to explain. Not only do I finalize transactions, I can accomplish the goddamn impossible.
Which would be...
Making sure the buyer, supplier, and ever-neglected intermediary not only keep their heads in the games, but keep their heads, period. So don't you ever ask me who, with whom, where, when, why, or how.
Can you get me one of those recordings?
No, but I have a pretty good idea who can.
Who'd that be?
There's a store on Jig Street. It has a Pandora's box worth of crap inside. Try asking the owner.
Thanks, Wacko.